Hi everyone, this is Meir. I'm back from my trip to Quebec and I'm going to go to 5 different countries as of September 27th. I also want to give you an update that I'm going to be in Argentina on February, but before that, I'm going to have the 6-day eye class here. I want to just talk about cautiousness when it comes into drugs and surgeries. The medical profession estimates that a quarter of the people who die in the hospital die because of medical treatment. I believe the figure is higher, but I don't have proof to my belief. It just feels that way. But I want to tell you about 2 unfortunate cases. I met 2 wonderful people, a woman that was brought to me with her son, who got blinded from a back surgery. Can you imagine getting a back surgery to fix your back pain? And by the way, I'm against most of them in the first place. I think maybe only 1 out of 10,000 should be done. You can always improve things with exercises, and especially my kind of exercises, where basically we teach you to not strain. When you finish my exercise, you feel like you had a nice massage in your body. So, first of all, she passed through a back surgery. Something was wrong with the anesthesia. She was injected too much water. That basically destroyed her optic nerve. And for 22 years, she was blind. And then she came here, and I only, first of all, agreed to do 1 session to see whether we have a chance to see. And then I discovered there was, and in fact, already in the 2nd session, she would see from a very short distance, less than half an inch, but she saw first time in her life, the big letter on the chart. It was a B. And yesterday, a man came to me who had infection in his lip out of the time of stress in his life, and he was given medication and then stronger medication when the first didn't work. And he got blinded from it, 1 eye completely, until he came to me and was able to see light in that eye. And 1 eye, he actually has good vision, 20/40, 80% of 20/20, but only 5% of his visual field. And as we worked, he was able to see the light and expand his field. My friends, don't think that surgeries are not dangerous. Don't think that pills are not dangerous. Don't think that it's a good idea to always put your glasses on as if they have no side effects. Don't think that anything is not dangerous except working gently and nicely on your body. There is nothing like lying down, stretching your legs and bringing the knees 1 by 1 to the floor and feeling how your waist expands, bringing your knee to your chest and moving it in rotating motion. Let me continue what I want to say here. There's a wonderful man who became my friend and a friend of my family. His name is Jan. And he had pretty good vision after cataract that he was born with. And his father was born with cataract, so it reminded me of me and my kids because I was born with it, and so did my kids. And so the surgery went well, and he was able to see with correction 38% vision in both eyes. And then they made a decision of putting implants in his eyes. So here, everything was good, and another surgery was done. And the result was that his right eye became completely blind, didn't even see light from the age of 8 until he met me at the age of 18. And the left eye was able to see. So the right eye had just retinal detachments, several of them, and glaucoma. The left eye just had high pressure. And this wonderful man who was able to see light in his right eye, first time in his life at the age of 18, and came to me for intensive training in Germany itself, to England when I was there, to San Francisco, and back again. with only one eye is able to study diligently and reads many books, understands computers and phones very well, studies in different parts of the world. And it reminds me of some of my most motivated clients, like Richard, who is a photographer in spite of a very, very damaged optic nerve. And once I met a student of mine who wrote textbooks to the whole country of Mexico in spite of having only 15% vision. I am here not to help the miserable. I'm here to help the motivated. If you are just wanting to succumb to other people's ideas of what should be done with your body, you cannot work with me. If you want to help yourself and perhaps other people, come to my classes, to my trainings. Come and help yourself and see if you want to help others. The world needs a revolution. I'll never forget my PhD paper. It wasn't a conventional PhD. I never thought I'll make a PhD. I had a BA. I didn't even want to make masters because I was so intrigued and interested in my work. But when I saw that the Muscular Dystrophy Society with Jerry Lewis was raising $100 million a year every year, when $100 million was $100 million, when a house in San Francisco that costs $1 million now used to cost $60,000, he still made $100 million a year for research. So here I help people with braille-sensitive hands, with good massage, to mobilize, get out of the wheelchair, work well. And here they had useless drugs on which they spent tons of money and couldn't prove that they will ever work. I'm a bit more optimistic since I met some people who may invent drugs that work, but we don't have them yet. So in 1982, when the atmosphere here in Northern California was, hey, come and bring your life experience and explain how it changed your life and other people's life, I was a good fit. So scientifically, I explained how massage drains the fluids that accumulates in the near the muscle cells, how movement in water that doesn't strain the muscles starts to help to bring more blood and eventually build it up, and how we can postpone wheelchair, avoid wheelchair, and prolong people's life. While the drug that I was talking about then was, and that was the best that the medical profession could possibly bring. And I felt that my PhD was written in the right time. It was only a licensed institution and not a recognized institution. But doesn't matter. I feel like that was a badge of honor to explain how working on people with sensitivity, with love, with great knowledge that accumulates with time can make a difference. I don't have a license in ophthalmology, but because of me, somebody who was blind could see the first letter in 22 years. And the person whom drugs blinded was able to see light in the eye that didn't see light and was able to expand his field. And that was just yesterday and the week before. How about that? And how about an optic nerve that gets healed when the prejudice is it cannot heal? So, I am ready to talk to all of you soon and tell you much more, but you know that I'm teaching a class in State University with Professor Eric Pepper, and I think it's from 1 to 2:30 and from 7 to 8:30 in the evening, and I'm so happy and so honored that he invites me again and again to his wonderful classes, and he has very good students. In fact, one of them became the technician in our place. That's how we met. Couldn't be a better place to meet than in a holistic class. So, everyone, have a great weekend. We have a very hot day in San Francisco. I bathed for like 20 minutes in the ocean that everybody thinks is prohibitively cold. Except today, it was wonderful. Talk to you soon, Meir.